Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, hosted by Bernie Franzgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled Navigating Complexity, AI and the Nonprofit Sector. Our guest is Daniel O. Livvarcin from the Vectors Group. Daniel is a retired Navy captain and recognized leader in the nonprofit sector, has dedicated his career to enhancing the global capacity of nonprofits and charities. As the founder of Vectors Group, a vision he nurtured for 25 years, and a part-time professor at the University of Ottawa, he has guided hundreds of organizations worldwide, co-authoring risk management for nonprofit organizations and understanding and using AI. Dr. Livvarcin offers invaluable insights into the challenges and opportunities in the sector. His passion extends to empowering youth, advocating for women's rights, supporting immigrants, and amplifying the voices of underrepresented communities, with a focus on creating equitable opportunities for BIPOC, youth, women, immigrants, and indigenous peoples.
30 years ago, when I was a young officer on the board of a military ship, I was envisioning an institute where practitioners and researchers from all around the world come together and work together to solve the problems of humanity. It was a silly idea at that time because I was a gunnery officer and I was in the Navy and, in the middle of a big sea. But after 30 years, I found myself in Ottawa, surrounded with fantastic people from different cultures, different backgrounds. And I started Vectors Group as a social enterprise to become the one-stop solution center of nonprofit organizations. And sometimes I use this analogy. I see nonprofit organizations as Formula One cars. I'm so passionate about them and the fantastic cars, the best cars in the world. And the people who are working in the nonprofit sector are the best drivers of the best cars. But even the best drivers and the best cars, they need to go to pit stop occasionally to maintain their performance. So my mission was to become the one-stop solution center of nonprofit organizations. And I later learned that in a regular pit stop, there are over 2,000 performance indicators that needs to be monitored and managed continuously. So it's not an easy task to become a one-stop solution center. And but insist on this vision because this is all my life, right? So this is what I wanted to do for 30 years, and I'm still working on it. So we built a capacity to help nonprofit organizations in grant applications, strategic management, risk management, project management, staff training, even sometimes managing their social media or website. Now, our next step is to help them to embrace AI because AI is the biggest opportunity for the nonprofit sector as well, but with different dynamics. The currency in the business world is dollar, right? So if you make more money, then you are successful. You may have some social causes too, but the primary indicator is the dollar value. But in the nonprofit sector, it is not the case. In the nonprofit sector, the main currency is the impact, which is difficult to measure. So the nonprofit organizations operate in a complex world, which means, so this is a theoretical definition of complexity. Even if you do the same things, you may not get the same results. So that's why we have that many nonprofit organizations, they all work hard, but they don't get the same results. So they have to deal with complexity. We recently wrote a book on AI, understanding and using AI in the nonprofit sector. It will be published by the end of this month in United States. And our objective was to assist nonprofit professionals to understand how they can use AI in the nonprofit sector, which is quite different than the business world. And I think the primary focus will be on understanding and managing this complexity. Okay, so I'm not talking about using ChatGPT to give us some ideas about grant applications, etc. I'm thinking much more than that. So AI can become the best friend of nonprofit leaders in many ways. We know the last question, right? So what community cause do we support, right? So Bernie has known me for several years and he still asks me the same question, right? So you should have learned by now, but I'm joking, but I can know this much better than ourselves. Sometimes we cannot be specific, right? So, do you remember these pop up advertisements when we log into Google? It gives us some advices, and we got surprised because this is something we just discussed with our friends. And how do they know? So, technology was already capable to understand how we think and what we prioritize. Now, with the integration of AI, this became even much more powerful, but it has to be part of the system. Okay. So imagine you have fantastic tires, winter tires, but they're not put on your car. They cannot help you during the winter. You need to put them, make them part of your system. And this is what we do with nonprofit organizations. And as you cannot just buy and put any tire, it has to be specific for your car. This is precisely the case for nonprofit organizations. They cannot just randomly use AI or technology tools. They need to understand what their system is, and then they need to find the best products, best winter tires, because the next season is winter. I know that it's not the case in Australia, or you were in California, Bobby? Yeah, I know it's never the case. You never need winter tires, but here in Canada, we need winter tires, and nonprofit organizations need AI. So they need to adopt. And our motto is don't be afraid, be prepared, because the right time to start was yesterday. So if they haven't started yet, it's already late, and we try to support nonprofits to benefit from this opportunity.
Unlock the full potential of networking with East Trade Winds. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of connections? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Trade Winds, where we gather online every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us. Seize the moment. Register for free and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.